Ladies and gentlemen. Pick one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the D-Pad. You'll notice that we're back in our stage select here, and that's because I wanted to take one episode to kind of mess around with Ray, our brand new. Oh, does it separates the stages out entirely? Interesting. So it's like an entirely separate thing. I kind of wanted to just like do an episode and sort of talk like deep, you know. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute.
12 hours.
Oh shit.
That's all I have.
This is
I must
an
hold.
unexpected bit of plot.
I must keep it together. For all the evidence I've found.
Evidence? Wait a minute.
Cell. It's cells.
What?
Maybe the
That
Colosseum
was a really
would
confusing
have
line. I'm not
enough.
sure.
Will the lunatics
God.
never tire
All right.
of
So,
seeing their toys
for those who are not
smashing
aware,
into
Ray
each
was
other?
a robot
Some
built by
technology.
Cherry Dynamics before Beck was created,
That
before the Mighty
name
Numbers,
certainly rings
also
a bell.
before Trinity,
Perhaps
the
I should
virus
try
that
to learn
goes on a
more.
rampage throughout this game and is what is the main antagonist, basically. So I'm not really sure what Ray's goal here is.
So this is Sanda Technologies.
I do like her, though. She's pretty cool.
Noise! A familiar sound.
Uh-huh.
There's something about the screams. Almost beautiful.
I wonder if it's like a time thing, like if you can only
I
last
have
for so
no
long.
stake in this human
Oh,
crisis.
God.
But it
Well, this
should
is fucking
make for an
dark.
excellent hunting ground.
All right. Let's see what we got here, then. This is the first time we've tried playing as Ray. I thought that it was you could just choose Ray for stages. I didn't realize Ray had her own.
System ready. Go.
Oh, damn. Oh, her health is constantly dropping. Oh, my God. Oh, but you can break through shit and get more. Okay. So I have to be constantly fucking people up if I want any chance of... Oh, jeez. This is going to be... It's like fucking evil Sonic the Hedgehog up in here. At least my combo seems to be always 100. That's kind of nice. Or I guess if I kill dudes like that, then it's always 100. But okay. So let's talk about this game a little bit because I feel like I'm so conflicted about this game. I really am. Because there's a part of me that appreciates that it happened. But is that enough? Is it enough to just the fact that it happened? Does that excuse the bad aspects of the game? Is the game really all that bad? Or is it just that it's not living up to the level of something else? You know, like, I feel like this game promised more than it possibly could deliver on. I feel like it built up off of people's hopes in a way that it could never achieve. But, like, normally that's fine for a video game, but normally the people who are going to buy the game aren't the ones who are spending money on development in the first place. Usually that's a totally separate thing. Like, so the fact that this money came out of backers' hands, 70,000 people, including myself. I don't know if you watched the credits episode. I'm backer number 57643. Like, there's a lot of people who put a lot of money into this. What was it, $4 million ultimately? Like, and I know that's not a lot by game development standards, but it's still a lot when it comes to, like, individual people putting money in. And, like, I feel like people would have waited longer for a better game. You know, people will always wait longer for a better game. I think Shigeru Miyamoto is the one who puts it best. He was the one who said, what was it? How come I can't? Oh, there we go. Oh, shit, what was it? Like, a good game that gets delayed is only delayed a short while, but a bad game is a bad game forever. You know? And, like, it's not a bad game, but this is a Mega Man fan game. That's really what it comes down to. It's a very well-made fan game of Mega Man. This is not what I would consider up to the caliber of the man who is basically responsible for Mega Man being a force over all these years for almost 30 years now. That's not what this is. This is not the latest in a long line of Mega Man titles. It's a game inspired loosely by by games that people like, I guess. I don't know. The stages, I can't even put it into words. I don't know. It's really difficult. I apologize that I'm not doing a very good job with it, but like, there we go. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Ugh. Jesus Christ. Gross. So here's the question: is she gonna destroy the other robots then? Like, god damn. Basically, it just leaves a lot to be desired, is what it ultimately comes down to. Like, yeah, nay, that's right. I don't know. The characters are unique, and they all take a decent amount of inspiration from
These haywire machines. They smell different. Taste different. There's something about the cells in these Sonda robots. Something familiar.
Girl. Oh, there's
I
claw
can't
marks
help
all over that
myself.
thing. That's pretty cool.
I want more. Yes.
Oh, interesting. Is
More.
the virus infecting
I
her?
must have more. That Japanese art. Dedication
Is that
to
art?
robotics.
That's just a sign, I'm pretty sure.
Probably the same sort of sentiment he would
hell?
say to me. Heartless monster.
I do like the character of
Could
Ray
there
a
be
lot.
some connection? Some reason
Yes,
these
quite a-
Sonda
there's
cells
definitely a
taste
connection.
so
It's
familiar.
Pretty clear. It's just, the engineers
The more
moved
I
from Cherry
feed,
Dynamics to
the more I will
Sonda, whatever his thing was called. Also, for what it's worth, to get to Ray in the level select screen, you go to your thing and you hit up, and you can choose a new character. I don't know why they don't show that anywhere, but... Alright, so here's my 8 dudes, so I guess I'm just going to kind of start running through stuff here and just kind of rush through, see what happens. But yeah, like, the characters are unique. Like, the Mighty Numbers are unique. Though the characteristics are kind of one-dimensional. Some of them are a little better than others, but most of them still follow the idea of, like, hey, I'm in a robot cartoon game. I got to have simplified characteristics. I can't have any complexity to my being. I have to be easily digestible, Oh, really? Can I not? Son of a bitch. There we go. It's got to be easily digestible in a way where, like, I have to be able to, at a moment, go, oh, it's the fire guy, and go, oh, he probably has a fiery attitude, and he probably is like, burn, burn, and stuff. And, yeah, if you guessed that, you would be 100% correct, Oh, jeez. How was I supposed to survive that? Why? What? I'm really confused about how the health is working on this. I don't get it. I don't understand why my health is acting the way it is. Nope, don't get it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to understand it. Oh. Okie dokie. Trying to understand the dynamics as I go, or the mechanics as I go, and I don't quite understand them. Like, what actually gets health back, basically, But yeah, so, like, the stages feel sort of sloppily designed. Like, there's... Like, I'm just kind of dashing through stuff. And I know that, sure, I'm not playing as Beck, so, like, maybe that's not the intended way that these stages are really meant to work. But at the same time, too, like, should that matter? Like, if it's a game where you're planning on having multiple dudes in there, why would you not plan ahead to, like, all right, I want to make sure that this mechanic and that mechanic both work in a meaningful way? I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm being too hard on, but I feel like that's the little nostalgic, 6-year-old in me who loves playing Mega Man and just, I don't know, man. Okay, I gotta hurry my ass out here. Fucking fly in my face. Ah, damn it. It's really hard to do this when there's fucking... Alright, there's a fucking little baby moth thing in here, and it's driving me fucking crazy. Yeah, the levels are unusually simplistic. The enemy placements don't seem to make a lot of sense. Like, cool, I killed that guy, but it was neither perilous nor, like, educational in any way. Like, I can rush past a lot of these guys. The only reason I don't is because I'm hoping to get a little extra health. I think the way that it works is she's constantly taking damage, but if you can kill an enemy, then you go back up to full. Oh, dude. But the second you take damage, it's just lost forever. Like, and I don't know how the hell... She has no range attacks. So I don't know how the fuck that was supposed to work. In a new different level. But yeah, like... It's just kind of like a sloppily... It feels sloppy. That's just kind of what it comes down to. It feels sort of sloppy. I'll do Counter Shade. His level takes a little while, but like he's a pretty straightforward dude. I hope they make a sequel, and I hope that it's actually funded in some way that is not Kickstarter, because A, they'll be able to get more money secured. Excuse me. Which will mean that they can actually do more with it, but also I won't feel as personally let down. Like if I found out, hey, there's this cool game on the PlayStation Network, and it's like a Mega Man style game, and they made it for only $4 million, I'd be like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. And if I saw this, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty neat. All right, I can get into that. But the fact that I know the pedigree of the developers that were involved in this, like most of the people involved with this were involved with the old original Mega Man games way back in the day. Like they got the soundtrack artist from Mega Man 2. They got that Tom Pon in here. Like they have a little of everybody, and it's just like, well, then why is the game suffering this much? Why is the game not as good as it probably should be? There's some really basic design elements that just don't feel right. I'm doing the best I can to describe it. I know I'm not doing a great job, but part of it is you just got to get your hands on it. You have to play it yourself to really understand what feels wrong about it, because it kind of feels wrong. Yeah, I don't know. But it doesn't feel bad at the same time. I don't know. It's... Oh, Jesus. I'm going to die just trying to get up there. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, game. It's not going to do the whole fucking thing again. Jesus. It's a very professionally made game. It just doesn't feel like a finished game. The textures are way too basic. The 3D is nice, but a lot of the levels just feel sort of... I don't know, it makes it feel empty. I don't know how to describe it, but like a lot of those like factory-style levels that are just devoid of anything just make the whole level feel much emptier than it probably is meant to feel. And everything seems to take place in like a building for the most part. Like there's very few things that actually take place outside and not on like an oil rig or something, you know? There you go. All right, back the other way. Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff. And this is one of the few stages that I feel actually works. This is a good stage. I wasn't really sold on the mechanic at first, but the stage itself is nice. A cylindrical path that turns back on itself. I'm all about that, you know. 2, 3. And it makes for a nice, like, all right, you're hunting him down. I wish that the battle took place over the course of the entire thing here. Like, I kind of feel like I wish that it didn't just sort of, like, it wasn't just a, you know, cat and mouse game for the first, like, 5 solid minutes, you know. Oh, I took damage from that? Seriously? Oh, I gotta go this way anyway. 2, 3. That's disappointing. Okay. 2, 3. Alright. I'm kind of just tearing through these guys. I don't know if this is meant to be a challenge or a reward. It feels a little like both. But, like... It's interesting that I automatically get 100% combos off of everybody. When I can move while attacking, that's good. But yeah, like, it feels like a reward, but then you've got just, like, I can't attack from a distance as far as I can tell. Yeah. No charge up, no nothing. I can air dash, that's about it. And, I mean, on the plus side, I do automatically get 100%. There we go. 100% sells on everything, which is nice. Oh, okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can I grab these before? God damn. 2. Oh, that was 3. Okay. So, man, it's. I know I'm being silent. I'm trying to like think of a way to verbalize. It kind of just feels like something's missing, and it doesn't need to be exactly like a Mega Man game. There's a lot of aspects of this that I like. I actually kind of like the cell system. I think I'd like it more if I understood what it was a little more. Like, what the point was beyond a score. Because I still don't really get that. But, like, I dig it. It keeps the flow moving. It just feels a little pointless. Alright. Ah, damn it. I tried to jump. Come on. There's a lot of aspects of this that seem cool, but they just feel like they're undeveloped. And, like, even an extra 6 months would have made a huge difference. Oh, I thought that it wasn't gonna... I'm dead. Fucking what? What even just... oh, my God. I gotta start the whole fucking thing over? No, I'm gonna leave the stage. I'm not doing this entire fucking thing again. Retire. God almighty. And again, it was one of those things where, like, if I got to him and just hit him 3 more times, then I get to the actual boss. What can I do that's not going to be a giant pain in the ass? I'll do the Waterworks Bureau. Fuck it. I don't feel good about the way that the money was handled, because it seems obvious to me, based on the fact that while this game was still in development, all of a sudden there was a mention of, hey, we want to do a cartoon too. It's like, yeah, but with what money? And then suddenly there was another Kickstarter, a pair of Kickstarter campaigns for a Red Ash game based on, like, inspired by Mega Man Legends, and a Red Ash cartoon. Look at this. Level design. So another game and another anime, suddenly in the middle of the development of this game. This one wasn't even done yet. They were already asking for more money, supposedly, for a Red Ash game and cartoon. I usually hesitate to be, Mr. Conspiracy, but I really don't buy it. I would 100%... if someone told me straight up right now, oh yeah, the money from the Red Ash campaign went directly to Mighty Number 9, I would 100% believe that in a heartbeat, no questions asked. I would be willing to believe my personal best guess here, and obviously this is speculation. This is entirely speculation. This is just based off of observation and, just, ooh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, I can't do anything to those. That's cool. There's enemies that I just die against. Just dead. Oh, I don't die automatically until I get hit, but there we go. But I need something to... oh, you dicks. Increase my maximum health. Fucking hell. It would not surprise me in the slightest. My best guess is that they got ambitious, they started planning stuff, and then they ran out of money. The $4 million did not last. And so they decided the only way that they were going to be able to finish the game was to get more money. And since they weren't being funded by a larger studio, that meant they had to go and they had to go and do more Kickstarter stuff, which they did for Red Ash. And I mean, I would love another Legends game. The concept of Red Ash looks pretty neat. I like it. I would personally prefer Mega Man Legends 3, but that's... fuck's sake. But that's more of a problem of Capcom, doing its thing. But, like... ah, man. If we never see Red Ash in any form, it would not surprise me. And I hate saying that. I hate being such a fucking cynic about video games in general, especially games that I love. I love Mega Man. I loved the Legend series, and this game is a nice blend of, you know, classic style, X style, and Zero style action, which is nice. But like, I feel like something's going on that is not being made super clear to everybody. It just doesn't. Something about it, just the timing feels wrong. You know? Oh, damn it. The timing feels suspect, I guess is a better way of putting that. Not necessarily wrong, but I guess, you know what? Fuck it. No, wrong is definitely the right word. I don't like it. I don't know. Come on, man. Oh, fucker. Now it's time for this with, like, no health. That's good. Oh, this time, this fucking Cryo didn't talk to me at all. Oh, fuck you. I just want to beat one actual boss before we're done here. Ah, man. I don't like being a complainer. I don't like complaining about stuff that I like. I don't know. That's actually part of the reason I feel like I'd be a really awful critic. That's part of the reason why, seriously, as much as I enjoy it, and I really do, unless I'm dealing with movies or TV shows that I feel like I have definite huge reason to complain about, I feel like I'm sort of not the right person to do it. I don't know. There's definitely room for positive critique in movies and stuff, but I've always kind of been curious if, oh jeez, if perhaps seriously is slightly misguided in the fact that I don't really like calling movies bad, even when they're bad. I don't know. It's been a point of pause for me in the past. Cool. All right, let's fight. But yeah, oh wow, we just jumped straight in. There's no. Oop, all right. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Cool. I couldn't stop at all, so that's good. I just want to beat one boss, please. Just give me that. Like, I like the concept of Ray. I feel like the health drop is a little quick, especially for boss battles. Like, I get the idea of being like, if you can do damage fast enough. Oh, fuck. See, like, I can't fucking escape fast enough. There, finally. Jesus, I had to do like an hour and a half's worth of damage to fucking... I'm going to take a wild guess and say Ray probably doesn't get to use anyone's powers. Fucking Christ. Fuck it, I'm done with this game.
Get on it. Get up.
Once again, back is the incredible. Refuse to lose.
Get on it. Get up.
Once again, back is the incredible.